Hello, OPS families. This is Craig Steinoff, your superintendent. Today I'm going to be reviewing our Student Achievement Survey results that we received from you. A little bit about this. The school board is tasked with identifying the areas for us to utilize data and measure the achievement of our students. And our school board came up with 8 different tenets or 8 different things they believe in that we should be evaluating to show how well our students are doing at OPS. And what this survey is to have you go through each one of those 8 different areas and rank and list your thoughts on the importance of each of those, as well as give you an opportunity to identify other areas that you think that we should be measuring student achievement. So first and foremost, this survey was opened up February 26th and it closed March 5th. We received 94 responses. Thank you to those of you that took this survey. We appreciate your feedback and we'll utilize it to help us continually improve moving forward. So there was one question on the survey, and that question was, how important to you are the following measurements of student achievement? And as you can see, the measurements included everything from attendance all the way down to college credits earned by students. You had the opportunity to use a Likert scale and identify each of those 8 areas, ranging from extremely important all the way to not important, noting we also had an option for don't know. And so as you look at these things, we have extremely important in dark orange, and they are right here. The next item is a lighter colored, which is very important. We also had kind of a peach color for moderately important. Light blue was slightly important, and darker blue was not important at all. And then we had the darkest blue is don't know. So in looking at this, you can see what your results were and what you felt and believed each of those areas, the level of importance regarding student achievement. We then went and ranked the extremely important measures and found this. Number 1, you believed that graduation rate is extremely important, and this came up 63.8% of the time. The second thing is you believe that attendance is an important measure at 38.3% to identify student achievement. ACT is at 31.9%, and then you can see 4, 5, and 6 ranging in the 20%. And one thing that we found and thought about from this, and we talked about it this morning at the school board meeting, that ACT being in the top 3 really means that we need to take a hard look and evaluate, should we be using ACT as our benchmark with the North Dakota Department of Public Instruction for our high school students instead of the North Dakota State Assessment on math and ELA. And so Mr. Beta and I have talked about this, and we know that we really need to look at this, and maybe that's the direction we should go, is having ACT be our benchmark for how students are achieving in the high school, especially when you as the families of OPS believe in it and think that it's, the number 3 thing for extremely important in identifying student achievement. We also had a section for you to include other measurements that you would suggest that we utilize to identify how our students are doing. And these are 4 different areas that came up more than one time. So they came up multiple times. One of them is graduate feedback. So finding out from our graduates how they're doing. Were they prepared? Where are they now? And that being possibly 2 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road. Another option is to calculate the extracurricular activities and social involvement of our students. The third one is finding out and identifying the citizenship. So are our kids good leaders? Are they kind? Are they good people? Are they helpful? Are they responsible for their actions, etc.? And then the fourth one is to increase student-teacher FaceTime. So have more teacher FaceTime specifically in the high school, and it was referenced that this should be done by moving away from FlexMod. And so, as I stated before, I thank you for your input. We will utilize this information. We will be taking a deep dive into considering changing our assessment from the North Dakota State Assessment to ACT. It will also affirm to the school board that the 8 areas that they identified for student achievement are important, and we will continue to have that data and evaluate that and be on our path of continuous improvement. As always, if you have questions, please reach out to me. I thank you for your support. Go Tornadoes!